Hi again everybody, I'm just back from Oiwo, having had a very pleasant morning, doing a couple of calls to see two lovely dogs and then a quick pit stop at the China Bear. One has to do it, hasn't one? Leading on from my last call, I wanted to have a little bit more of a chat about vaccination. Obviously a very topical subject at the moment with what's going on, but of course more relating to dogs and cats. As you're probably all aware, we tend to vaccinate dogs for distemper, hepatitis, parvo and lepto. And there's a bit of a debate as to how often this should be done. I tend to follow the guidelines of the World Small Animal Veterinary Association, who consider that certain core vaccines only need to be given every 3 years, because the duration of immunity, a technical term, i.e. the length of time that protection is provided by a vaccine for these diseases, is 3 years or possibly more. So what I recommend is for dogs that I vaccinate them every 3 years for distemper, hepatitis, parvovirus and parainfluenza. This of course is after they've had their initial puppy course. However, there is another condition called leptospira, which is quite prevalent in Hong Kong, and unfortunately the vaccination for this only lasts for a year. And it is actually also quite important that the vaccine chosen is one that protects against as many strains as possible of leptospira. And to that end, I use one called leptospira 4, which covers against 4 serovars. That's basically 4 strains. Other vaccine that's available is called L2 and only covers against 2. So perhaps doesn't provide the same level of protection as the one that I choose. So for dogs, I recommend that I see them every year, give them a full health check and vaccinate for leptospira 4. And every 3rd year, add in distemper, hepatitis, parvovirus and parainfluenza, and also of course rabies, so that they are covered for their AFCD license. Now moving on to cats, cats we vaccinate for respiratory diseases and enteritis. And again, once they pass kittenhood and have had their basic initial course, the World Small Animal Veterinary Association considers it only necessary to vaccinate cats every 3 years. However, this leads on to the question that 3 years without seeing a veterinary surgeon for a health check is quite a long time. And obviously in the past, when vaccinations have been given annually, that health check is always or should be carried out before the vaccination is given. So as far as cats are concerned, what I tend to recommend is, yes, we vaccinate only every 3 years, but that I should carry out a full health check on them annually. So that is really the basis of part of the healthcare programme that I am building to offer as a package. Also, of course, what really does is probably springing to everybody's mind. What about heartworm? Well, I haven't included heartworm because it's not technically a vaccination that we give, an annual vaccination. There are different ways of protecting against heartworm. And tomorrow, or perhaps at a later date, I'll do another video on this and explain further about heartworm and how we can protect dogs against it. Luckily for cats, it's not really a big issue. Whilst they may actually be infected with heartworm, it isn't possible for a larvae to complete its life cycle in a cat, whereas it is in dogs. So in cats, it's a bit of a useless exercise, a heartworm larvae getting into the cat's bloodstream, because it ain't going to survive. Okay guys, have a good holiday tomorrow, and I hope to speak to you again fairly soon. Bye for now.